If you've been following the last few videos I've put out, then you know I'm a believer in following a process to decomplex the cross-border shipping and trade data industry and to personalize its developments. So far, I've mainly focused on walking through a deductive reasoning approach to do that. So here, I'd like to look at the industry through a transaction scenario example, primarily to illustrate two reasons. One is to highlight this complexity by example, and two is to present another angle on my take that informed decision-making can be simplified by applying a process approach to gain a higher level of perspective. So let's take a valuable cargo type and focus only on one cross-border shipment. My favorite is the perishable foodstuff, fruits and vegetables. This is the cold food chain, obviously. It's also a regulated market. So here's a question. For a transaction, what do the following international market verticals have in common? I have 6 here. The food importer, tracking and monitoring companies, TMS companies, reefer containers, trade finance banks, and cargo insurance companies. Before we get to what they have in common, you might share some of the market dynamics I find among them. Here are 5. One is the food importer's compliance requirement with FSMA 204. Yes, the enforcement date on that is pushed back a bit, but enforcement is expected. Cargo tracking and monitoring solutions should offer adequate compliance support on that. Reefer providers also collect voyage data. Other TMS business models have emerged. For instance, private label cloud services. Banks and insurance companies may be able to reduce risk if shipping data is available. So here's my point. Regardless of the vertical, what you'll find is that cargo data is evolving to run throughout the ecosystem. The communications infrastructure, electronic shipping documentation, smart contracts, the trade support ecosystem like port terminals, customs, banks. Also, the regulatory compliance process, and so on. Complex stuff to piece together. And it's why I bring back the deductive reasoning approach. That shared industry foundation first, then adding internal context to a personalized perspective. So having said that, some questions come to mind. The first one, and probably the most important one, is are you motivated to develop these industry connections? And why should you be? Next is, which market do you serve? How are you following it? How are you supporting it? And how are you monitoring for potential market opportunities as technologies and the business environment evolves? This is just a highlight on how the ecosystem is evolving. So, what's your take on these? I'd love to get your point of view. Thanks.